A man returns home a day early from a business trip. It's after midnight. While en route home, he asks the cabbie if he would be a witness. The man suspects his wife is having an affair and wants to catch her in the act. For $100, the cabbie quietly agrees. Arriving home, the husband and cabbie tiptoe into the bedroom. The husband switches on the lights, yanks the blanket back, and there is his wife in bed with another man. The husband puts a gun to the naked man's head. The wife shouts, "Don't do it! I lied when I told you I inherited money. He paid for the Corvette I gave you. He paid for our new cabin cruiser. He paid for your season football tickets. He paid for our house at the lake. He paid for our country club membership, and he even pays the monthly dues." Shaking his head from side to side, the husband lowers the gun. He looks over at the cabbie and asks, "What would you do?" The cabbie replies, "I'd cover his bum with that blanket before he catches a cold." A man is lying on the beach wearing nothing but a cap over his crotch. A woman passing by remarks, "If you were any sort of a gentleman, you would lift your hat to a lady." He replies, "If you were any sort of a hot lady, the hat would lift by itself." On their first night together, a newlywed couple went to change. The new bride came out of the bathroom, showered, and was wearing a beautiful robe. The proud husband said, "My dear, we are married now. You can open your robe." The beautiful young woman opened her robe and he was astonished. Oh, aha!" he exclaimed. "My God, you are so beautiful. Let me take your picture." Puzzled, she asked, "My picture?" He answered, "Yes, my dear, so I can carry your beauty next to my heart forever." She smiled. He took the picture, and then he headed into the bathroom to shower. He came out wearing his robe, and the new wife asked, "Why do you wear a robe? We are married now." At that, the man opened his robe, and she exclaimed, "Oh my, let me get a picture." He beamed and asked, "Why?" She answered, "So I can get it enlarged." The phone bill arrived, and it was sky high. The man of the house was furious and called a family meeting. He starts, "This is ridiculous. I don't even use the house phone. I always use my work phone." His wife says, "Same here. I only use my company phone." His son also says, "I use my office mobile. I never touch the home phone." Everyone turned and stared at the maid, who had been quietly listening. The maid shrugged and said, "Well, don't look at me. I use my work phone too." A man and his wife go to a spiritual healer and they ask him to cure their illnesses. The healer says he will and told them to put a hand on the part of their body they want healed. The wife proceeds to put her hand on her throat as she has had a sore throat that won't go away. Looking at his wife, the husband then proceeds to place his hand on his crotch. The wife looks at him and shakes her head. "Honey," she says, "he said he will treat our illnesses, not raise the dead." A blonde, a brunette, and a redhead escaped from prison. After running for miles, they decided to rest in a barn. They slept inside potato sacks so that no one would notice they were there. About an hour later, a sheriff and a deputy entered the barn to search for the three women. The sheriff saw the potato sacks and told the deputy to check them. When the deputy kicked the first potato sack, the brunette said, "Meow," and the deputy thought there was only a cat in it. When the deputy kicked the second potato sack, the redhead said, "Woof," and the deputy thought it was just a dog in it. When he kicked the third potato sack, the blonde said, "Potatoes." A blonde and a redhead have a ranch. They have just lost their bull. The women need to buy another but only have $500. The redhead tells the blonde, "I will go to the market and see if I can find one for under that amount. If I can, I will send you a telegram." She goes to the market and finds one for $499. Having only $1 left, she goes to the telegraph office and finds out that it costs $1 per word. She is stumped on how to tell the blonde to bring the truck and trailer. Finally, she tells the telegraph operator to send the word "comfortable." Skeptical, the operator asks, "How will she know to come with the trailer from just that word?" The redhead replies, "She's a blonde, so she reads slow, comfortable." A lady walks into a pet store. She sees a beautiful parrot with a sign on its cage, $10 or best offer. The lady asks the pet shop owner, why so cheap? The owner says, this bird used to live in a brothel, so he says a lot of inappropriate things. The lady can't pass up the deal and decides to get the bird anyway. She gets the bird home, and the first thing the bird says is, finally cleaned up this dump, and the new madam isn't bad looking. The lady finds it amusing. Her 2 teen daughters get home, and the bird says, new whores in the house, business will be booming tonight. The girls are shocked but laugh it off. A few hours later, the woman's husband gets home, and the bird says, hey, Jim. A guy and his girlfriend are in the shower together when the doorbell rings. The girl is just hopping out, so she says, I'll get it. She goes to the door with just a towel around her. There's a guy at the front door who looks at the half-naked beauty and says, my name is Barry. I'll give you $500 to drop the towel. The girl thinks for a moment and decides, what the heck? So she drops the towel. The guy oohs at her gorgeous body for a minute, gives her the $500, and leaves. She goes back upstairs, where her boyfriend is just getting out of the shower. He asks, who is at the door? She says, oh, some guy named Barry. The boyfriend says, oh, that's my mate, Barry. Did he give you the $500 he owes me? A Polish man had married a Canadian girl after he had been in Canada for a year or so. And although his English was far from perfect, the couple got on well. One day, though, he rushed into a lawyer's office and asked if he could arrange for a divorce for him, very quick. The lawyer explained that the speed of getting a divorce would depend on the circumstances and asked these questions. Have you any grounds? An acre and a half and a nice 3-bedroom house. The Polish man replied. No, said the lawyer. I mean, what is the foundation of the case? It is made of concrete, bricks, and mortar. Does either of you have a real grudge? No, we have a carport. Don't need a grudge. I mean, what are your relations like? All my relations live in Poland. Is there any infidelity in your marriage? Yes, we have high-fidelity stereo set and DVD player with 6.1 surround sound. No, said the lawyer. I mean, does your wife beat you up? No, I'm always up before her. Why do you want this divorce? She's going to kill me. What makes you think that? I got proof. She going to poison me. She buy bottle of drug at drugstore and I read label. It's a Polish remover. A junior partner in a law firm was sent to a faraway country to represent a long-term client accused of robbery. After days of trial, the case was won, the client acquitted and released. Excited about his success, the attorney emailed the firm, "Justice prevailed." The senior partner replied in haste, "Appeal immediately."